Hey guys, 4Best Golf here, and today we're going to bring you a little bit different of a video, and it's going to be a review of the brand new, newly released Nike Vapormax shoe. So first of all, I'll just go over the box of the shoe. So it's a standard Nike box, so this time instead of being orange or red, it's white with a little bit of metallic Nike swoosh on the top. On the side here you can see it says Nike Air Vapormax Flyknit, and it's a size 10, and the colorway is pure platinum, white, and wolf gray. And it retails for 255 Canadian dollars. And when you open up the box, it's just standard Nike paper, but instead it just says Vapormax on the paper there inside. So now let's do a quick overview of the shoe. So the shoe is comprised of just a complete Flyknit material. It's all one piece Flyknit. And of course, the main attraction to the shoe is the just massive air bubbles on the bottom. And these air bubbles, Nike has spent millions of dollars to create. And I think it's between 5 and 7 years of actual R&D to create this total air bubble. So there's actually no midsole on the shoe. So all you're standing on is just literally, there's an insole, and then you're standing on straight air underneath. And the air is it's not too squishy, but there's different amounts of PSI in each air bubble. So the ones here at the forefoot are a little bit harder than the ones near the heel. As well, the Flyknit is quite stretchy in the toe box area here, so it's very airy and it's a great summer shoe. Versus compared to the Flyknit Racer, as I have here, the Flyknit isn't as stretchy in a toe as it is compared to the Vapormax. So now if we go over the sizing of the Vapormax, I'd say unless you have a very wide foot, I'd go true to size for the shoe. It's not as narrow here as the Flyknit Racer, so I'd say it is a lot more wide foot friendly. But I found the first day or two I wore it, my feet aren't overly wide, but I found it was a little bit tight on the side of the foot here where the fly wires connect, even with it loosened up a little bit. But what's great about the Flyknit is that it actually stretches and molds to your foot after a few wears. So I found after about 2 days of wearing it for the entire day, it was actually fit my foot perfectly just like a sock. So I had no troubles going true to size with this shoe. So like I said again, unless your foot's really wide, I'd say just stick true to size and it should fit you perfectly just like a sock. I think also the question everyone has about the Nike Vapormax is the comparison with Boost and more so Ultra Boost. And in my opinion, I've watched a whole bunch of videos about this, the comparison, and a lot of them say they have non-biased opinions, and I'm not sure if that's totally true. As for me, the Nike Vapormax and Adidas Boost are just two completely different shoes in the way they feel. Personally, I find the upper of the Vapormax a lot more snug, and you get a lot more breathability with the Flyknit than you do with the PrimeKnit. The PrimeKnit is a lot more stretchy, so you can wiggle around your feet a lot better than the Flyknit. But I've also heard a lot of people say that the Ultra Boost has more support than the Vapormax, but I find that completely false. I don't think that's true at all. The Vapormax is much more supportive and more responsive than the Boost material. You can get a lot more of a tighter fit here around the Flyknit, especially when you cinch up these fly wires. It gives your foot a super snug and secure fit in the Vapormax versus in the Ultra Boost. Your foot's just sort of sliding around, and no one really tightens up the Ultra Boost all the way. So I wouldn't say that that's true at all when people say that the Ultra Boost is more supportive than the Vapormax at all. As for the actual air bubbles, I'd say if you can get your hands on a Vapormax, I know they do sell it quite fast now, but they are releasing a ton of colorways in the future. Do try it on. It's a completely different sort of feel than the Ultra Boost. The Ultra Boost is super squishy. Well, this is more, I'd say, bouncy, like the Alpha Bounce, but it is quite responsive and comfortable, I found. It does take a little bit of time to get used to. For me personally, I like a little bit firmer of a ride. So I do prefer things like the Flyknit Racer or even something like this compared to the Ultra Boost. I find the Ultra Boost to be quite comfortable for short periods of time, but if I'm wearing the shoe for a very long period of time, my foot sort of fatigues and I don't find the cushion as comfortable as something that's much more firm and supportive like this Vapormax. Now don't get me wrong, the looks of this shoe, a lot of people sort of love it or hate it. Personally, I think it's your own personal style. I have no problem if you say that you hate the shoe or you love it, but I think until you actually get it on feet and you give it a shot, you can't really say too much about it, because personally, I kind of like the look of this shoe. It's quite futuristic and different, versus the same thing when the Boost first came out. A lot of people are saying, oh, it just looks like styrofoam on your feet, it looks cheap, it's not gonna get popular. And then all of a sudden Kanye wore it and everyone is raving about it and they sell it really fast and everything's fine now. So I'm not sure if this will be the same thing, because this is, of course, even more drastic and extreme than compared to the Boost. But personally, I think it's something totally different. I really like it. I know the Air Max is super popular in Europe, so I know anything with sort of the exposed air bubble is quite popular over there. But personally, I think it's something completely different, and I really do like the look of the shoe, because really, you walk around, you see everyone wearing an Ultra Boost, you see everyone wearing an NMD, but this might be something different, where you might be one of the few people actually wearing a Nike Vapormax. So looks-wise, it's your own personal opinion. I have no problem if you like the Boost, you like the Vapormax, but I think you definitely should at least try this on feet, see what it looks like on your foot, and see how you think of it comfort-wise. Other than that, guys, if you have any more questions, you can leave it in the comment box below. We'll be trying to put out more videos, but I think it'll be more random videos. We can do shoe reviews, more golf things, sort of just whatever we'll just be tossing on the channel. Other than that, I'll just throw an on-foot look for you guys. Thanks.